What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the Sever Chad YouTube channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button or wait till the end and see if you like it. But today we're over at my parents' house and we are gonna bust out the Toyota. If you guys watched the videos a few months ago, we did a whole engine swap and put this new turbo engine in with the intercooler and stuff, and got it pretty much running, but haven't really done much with it since. But if you haven't seen it, it's my 86 Toyota factory turbo truck, body dropped on 20s, independent rear suspension. But we pulled out the factory turbo engine, and this is one that my buddy had built for one of his projects, and that kind of went away. So it's a 22R that has turbo pistons and some headwork and a turbo cam, and then this top mount turbo setup. So should be pretty cool. Not looking to make power, but just be able to drive it again and cruise it. So I got the battery charging up. We're gonna fire it up, and I'm gonna cruise it up to my house a couple miles away and slowly but surely get them out of here. Then maybe I'll get my Nissan out of here. And I got my Model A hot rod stuff back here too. But I don't have enough room for all of them, so one at a time. Now it's time to see if the battery took a charge. Let's see if this thing will fire up. Oh, we're getting somewhere. Oh. There it is. Let's roll. Look at that. We made it. We made it home. Got her laid out in the driveway. Went about 2 miles, just cruising. Doesn't look like it got hot or anything. I don't have the fan on yet. That's why it's up here to do that too. I need to check my oil pressure because it doesn't show anything on the gauge, but I know that it was squirting out of the oil feed line when I hooked up, so I'm gonna double check that. But yeah, just pumped to have it up here, and we'll get it pulled in the shop. I got the race truck pulled outside, and the old brown truck here, battery was low, so I got it on the charger. I'm gonna fire this up, get it out of here so the Toyota can come in this spot, and the race truck can get pulled back in over here. So I've been on here for a few minutes. It should fire up now and I can get it out of here. Toyota's first time in my new shop, Gramps' old shop. So let's see, what do we got to do on this thing? We need to get the fan on. We're gonna clean up a lot of these vacuum lines, get clamps on all this stuff, get a line hooked up to the wastegate, and that way maybe we start cruising a little bit, make sure everything is functional. And then after that, gonna rebuild a new bumper because my original one's not gonna work with the intercooler. So build a new bumper, get the hood on, and hopefully it's cool and just, you know, cruise around, not trying to make power, not trying to go fast, just have it back cruising. Looking at this thing in the shop compared to the old race truck makes you think maybe I should just work on mini trucks, because sure makes the shop seem a whole lot bigger than this sucker next to it. So let's get started doing some work. All right, so another night, just decided to come out here and have a little Toyota time. So I cleaned up a few of my vacuum lines. Actually, I realized I need to cap this guy off. Just trying to make it look a little better. And I had another problem. My oil pressure sender, or the oil pressure gauge on the dash never moved. And I was like 95% sure it had oil pressure, but the gauge still said nothing. So the other night we were partying here and I did a little burnout in the shop. Maybe I'll put that video in here now. But I decided I might as well be sure, so I went to O'Reilly's and got a little mechanical gauge here. So we'll fire it up and see what she reads. Oh, look at that. All the oil pressures. So I got the fan wired up and zip tied some wires up, kind of tried to clean things up, and I went to go for a drive. And before I even got out of the driveway, I guess I had the wiring up too tight, hit the steering column or shaft and wrapped it up and ripped some wires. So had to fix that, blew a fuse, got it all fixed, everything's working right, and went to fire it up, and now we're leaking water out of the lower radiator hose. So it's just a junky old hose, but man, it just seems like this thing does not want to run. It's always something going wrong, but we're gonna keep chopping away at all these little things and get them dialed in. So hopefully we'll be cruising this thing. Also, I can't find my registration sticker, so I'm gonna have to be rolling dirty for a little bit, but I'm gonna figure out what's up with this lower radiator hose, then we're gonna go cruising. That's the plan. All right, Saturday morning. Rained last night, but it's a decent day today. So I got the Toyota pulled out, and we're gonna take it for a little cruise. The brown truck sitting there. But last time I drove it up here, I took the back roads. But today we're gonna take the main road on down to my parents' house. It's only like a couple miles away, and just, you know, start making feeler passes up and down the road and get her feeling good. Starting to blue smoke a little bit. I don't know if it's oil out of the turbo or what, but it literally is never ending with this thing. And all I want to do is just cruise it. But we're gonna hop in this thing, go for a cruise. Filthy inside, but one step at a time. Well, there she sits. I tried to go for a cruise. I didn't have the battery on the charger. I thought it had a little more life in it, but my electric fan kicked on and my compressors were on. It really just pulled a lot of current, and it was pulling so much that
the alternator couldn't keep up and it didn't have enough voltage to even fire. So just died there. The battery is out of it's actually out of the wrecked truck that I got the frame for my race truck Dodge. So who knows how old that battery is, and it was dead and sat for a couple years, and I got that truck in 2017 or 18. So the battery's probably 5 to 8 years old. Who knows? It's been dead for years. So it worked, but I think it's time to go buy a battery. Also tried to start the brown truck. Battery's dead on that too because it's kind of cold. So just the way things are going today. All right, we can try this again. Ran down to O'Reilly's. Got a nice cheap brand new Super Start unit. So we'll swap this thing in here real quick. And hopefully she'll run for longer than 5 minutes. New batteries in. Don't mind the rat's nest of wires on there. Maybe we'll solve that. Let's see if this thing fires up. Oh yeah, it likes this new battery. Well, maybe. Turned the compressors on and the engine didn't even, RPMs didn't even drop. So, I mean, it should be with a brand new battery. I'm sure it'll, if the alternator's not keeping up, it's gonna drain this one down too. But only one way to know, and that's just trying. All right, let's go for a cruise now. So the hood's on, looks like it's gonna clear. The highest point is the oil drain, and I think it is actually, or the oil feed, and I think it's actually touching here. So definitely need to address that, or else it's gonna rub through and cause issues. But overall, everything else clears. Still needs adjusted a little bit actually, but for a mini truck, it is what it is. Looks a little bit more complete. I think Winnie and I are gonna give it a bath, hose it down, go drive it home. She's rinsed off, looking decent. This thing always cleans up well for just sitting around for however long. Give it a little hose off and she's looking good. I think we'll go cruise it to the gas station, throw a few gallons in it. All right, we made it home. Still not running super awesome, pulling a little hill, and she was really struggling, almost like it needs to get on the charger some more. So gotta do a little more dialing, but you know, went a couple miles, made it here, one piece, nothing's on fire. So I guess that's a win. And there she is sitting back in the driveway. That's pretty much gonna do it for this video. I know it was really nothing interesting. Really just wanted to show you guys that I'm still alive and I have been doing some stuff. Been working on my other trucks a little bit too, but haven't really been filming or got enough to put any videos together, but really just wanted to kind of make a video and kind of update you guys. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Drop a comment down below if you like the Toyota, if you think it looks good. Hit it with a like, subscribe if you're not already. I'm about to go to a Friendsgiving, so I'm looking all spiffy, and I'll see you guys on the next one.